In this video, we will create this viral liquid glass UI in DaVinci Resolve. Bring out a Fusion composition, open it in the Fusion page. Take a background node and connect it to the media out. Then turn the alpha all the way down for it. Take your background image and merge it. Also increase the size to make it full screen. Press Shift Space and bring out a merge node, a displace node, and add a rectangle mask. Connect the green output of the displace to the rectangle, the blue output of the merge to the rectangle, and finally the merge node to the yellow output of the displace node. Now we can use this rectangle mask to create our UI background. Select the displace node and copy the values for the sliders on the screen. You can experiment with these as well to get something different. You can also add a Gaussian blur to the displace to get this look. To create the title, bring out a text node and give it a title. Then choose Google Sans as the font and bold as the font style. Decrease the size and take it to the top. Around 0.7 Y position looks fine. Then decrease the size further and change the color to off-white. Now to create the subtext, just duplicate text 1 and merge it again. Change the title, reduce the size and bring it down. Bring out a merge node to start creating the first form element. Create the same setup as we did for creating the background of the UI. Make sure to connect everything properly. Change the width and height to create a horizontal bar and turn the corner radius all the way up. Select the displace node and change the offset. Refraction strength, light power and spread as well. Now to create the button for this form element, duplicate it and swap the rectangle mask for an ellipse mask. Then connect everything. Reduce the size and take it to the right side of the form element. After it's there, get more perfect with the size and position. You can also adjust the sliders for the displace node of this button to make it blend much better. Maybe increase the refraction, decrease the spread and stuff like that. Now we will create the text elements. Bring out a text node and merge it. Change the title to email and the font to Google Sans. Then change the color to off-white and the font style to regular. Choose the left align icon for the H anchor to left align the text. Then take it to the top left of the form element just like that. Duplicate and customize this to create the email text for the form element. You can add a right arrow icon for the button, or you can also leave it as it is. That looks good as well. That was the first form element, and now we will create a line break and then the rest of the form elements. To create the line break, take a background node, change its color to white and add a rectangle mask on it. Shrink the height and width of the mask to make a thin horizontal bar. That's to be placed under the first form element. Select the merge for it and put an ellipse mask on the merge. Then reduce the size of it and increase the soft edge like you can see on the screen. Now to add a text over it, bring out a text node and merge it. Then quickly change the title, font and color. Shrink it down and go to shadings. There, switch to element 2 and enable it. Now match its color with the background color that we have. Change the appearance. Change the level to text, then turn up the roundness and extend horizontal sliders. Now we are done with that, and to create the next form element we will just duplicate and merge the previous setup we made. Connect the first element and take it down. Now connect the second one and do the same thing. By the way, make sure the merge to yellow output connections are properly made each time you bring a new setup. If we zoom in, we see this irritating white grains. To get rid of this, just increase the refraction strength until they are gone. We can now add the icons and text pretty easily. You can watch the time lapse or skip further. Once you are done with all the form elements, add the last text. Use character level styling to give the signer part a different look from the rest of the sentence. This removes the need to add another text node and makes the job simple. Now we have designed everything, let's move on to the animation part. Starting with the background, take the playhead to frame 50, put a keyframe on the level and height. Then go to frame 20 and again put a keyframe on the level. Then at frame 0, reduce the height a little bit and turn the level all the way down. Don't forget to add motion blur to your animations. Next, select the first title and at frame 50, right click inside the title box and choose follower. Then switch to modifiers, then shadings and scroll down to the position drop down. Put a keyframe on the offset X and Y. Open the follower again and put the keyframe on the opacity. Then go to frame 20, take the Y down and also the opacity all the way down. Switch to timing, change the order to left to right and increase the delay according to yourself. For the second text, go to frame 35 and put a keyframe on the right on and decrease it as well. Then at frame 55, turn it up again. Time for the form element. For it, go to frame 90 and select the rectangle. Then add a keyframe on the level and width. At frame 70, put the keyframe for the level again. Then get to frame 60, decrease both the width and level. For the button, we will do something similar. Just select the ellipse mask at frame 115 and put a keyframe on the width and height. And don't forget the level. Go to frame 90 and decrease both the size and the level. Now everything is so simple. Just simple keyframes, write-ons and stuff from one frame to another. Just watch the time lapse and practice the process alongside me for the rest of the elements. Finally, you will get this animation. Make sure you have motion blur turned on for each element that had movement. Open the spline tab, select everything. Go to ease, then out cubic. That will make your animation smooth. You can also add an optional soft glow in the end. Good night.